All right, so welcome to Studio L7. This is a little video for my Substack. Now, one recorder mic that has saved my ass more than once. God, I should have waited before I said ass. Retake. One recorder or mic that has saved my skin more than once is this mic right here. This is a recorder. This is a Zoom H2essential. Now, 32-bit float. What's unique about this, where it has saved my skin more than once, is when we're at the shows or my day job and I gotta do a podcast where there's a unique function on here where I can turn it on, I can hit mono and do front and back speakers. What that does is I can put this in the middle of two of us, set a camera up over here, and it narrows that down so it gives you savable, workable audio for a podcast. So, like if we're doing it, I would be on the side, which is the rear. They would be on the front. I can mix it to a stereo still, but it's almost like having a directional mic. Well, it is having a directional mic on that side and this side. And it's mono and it's narrow field. And this has saved me more than you can imagine that this has saved me. So this is the Zoom H2essential. I started off by using the original, the H2N, which is the older one of this. It has a little bit different, more mics, but I wore that one out enough that the turn knob on top was wore out. It broke. That's how much I use these. They're inexpensive. I think this is about around $150. I get ambient sound with this. I do podcasts and a pinch on this. Now, when I say a pinch, a lot of times when I have to get these people on a podcast for my day job, they don't have much time. It's at a show. They'll give me 5 minutes. So we need something that sets up quick. So I've already got a camera on me. I grab my dude. He sits down. I put him down. I put the guest down over there. Let him go. This is a game changer. I also have taken a ton of ambient sounds with this. It works real well. And now again, the large recorders, there's nothing wrong with them. Nothing at all. Just for me, I found that using the H5, the H5 Studio, the H6, using these handy mics have just been easier and they get the job done for me. If that makes sense. Less setup. When I'm doing work, a lot of it I am picked because of the speed I am. How fast I'm producing content for my company. That is, I want quality, but I want fast. I do almost all my company stuff for shows and stuff on a terabyte iPad. People go, that's not professional. No, it is. I use LumaFusion. I can scrub 4K video on that. Beautiful, beautiful. I believe I'm only using an M2 iPad. Works beautifully. The difference is I go get stuff. I've got content an hour or two later. That's how fast it is. That's why I do that. Some of you are going to question, hey, an iPad. Just believe me on this one, okay? For my needs, I have big computers for other stuff, but for my needs and for most of the work stuff I do, everything's on an iPad. So if you've got an iPad sitting around there and you think it can't do anything, yeah, it can. This is a extremely important tool. Now it comes with this little dead cat, fuzzy wind muff. Now, I used to put this one on there. This one right here. Still do sometimes. But this works just as well. And plus you can see when you got to hit the button and stuff. I mean, not real well, but you can, you got it. They just did a upgrade on this, a firmware update, and it's got an AI noise reduction. What I don't like about AI noise reduction is it kind of doesn't always do it right. Like I find a lot with the more rudimentary recorders and stuff that the AI either doesn't take enough out or takes too much out. So like when I'm talking to you and there's sound going on back, when you do the AI, it will take this sound away. But it'll only happen when I talk. So to me, it's putting a noise gate on it. That's all it's doing. It's the learning thing. Since I've updated the firmware on this, it does real nice. I noticed that it doesn't take it all the way out. It just tones it down. It's almost like it knows. It goes, hey, if we take this all the way out, it's going to suck. So it just brings it down so the noise is still there, but it almost like it ducks. So when I talk, that outside noise drops. If you ever notice in my ASMR videos, I always run some kind of room tone because I'm in the whisper room and it's dead here. There's no echo. Right now I have the door open, so but when that's closed and everything's buttoned up, there is no echo in here. So you need to have that little bit of an echo. And it's almost like that noise reduction knows that there needs to be something back there to make it sound right. I was impressed. The Zoom H2essential. Now this is for my Substack, but I'm also going to put this on because of course I'm doing it in the middle of the night. It's going to be an after dark on my ASMR channel because it's the radio, deep voice. I'm laid back. So that's where it's going to be. So this is After Dark. I'll put up specs and stuff on Substack for this. If you want to check it out, go over to Substack later.